It is tougher to win the Six Nations than it is to win the World Cup. Yes, you heard it right. It is tougher to win the Six Nations than it is to win the World Cup. All right. Now, before you guys come for me, those are definitely not my words. Those are the words of Jack Dempsey, the Scotland player, as well as the Glasgow Warriors player. He believes that winning the World Cup is actually easier than it is to win the Six Nations. I mean, when I heard that, I mean, probably like you, I had a bit of a chuckle, you know, but then I thought, let me just hear him out, like what's his reasoning? And I mean, his main reasoning is that the World Cup, or South Africa, for example, they have lost in the World Cup, in the group stages, and have gone on to win the World Cup. But he says that the Six Nations is so competitive that you can't actually even lose even once. So therefore, it's easier to win the World Cup than it is to win the Six Nations. Now, I mean, I have to ask, you know, and of course I say this respectfully, I've got a whole lot of respect for Scotland and all the other Six Nations countries, but I have to ask, if it is so easy to win the World Cup, how come 5 out of the 6 countries in the Six Nations have never won the World Cup? Wales have never won the World Cup. Scotland, which he plays for, has never won the World Cup. France has never won the World Cup. Ireland has never won the World Cup. Italy has never won the World Cup. It's only England that has won the World Cup. So if it's so easy to win the World Cup versus the Six Nations, how come all these countries in the Six Nations have never won the World Cup? In fact, many of them have never gone past the quarterfinals. So, but if we look at, say, for example, the Six Nations, it's actually more countries that have won the Six Nations than the World Cup. So Ireland have won the Six Nations quite a number of times. Wales has won the Six Nations. England has won the Six Nations. But of course, Scotland has still not won the Six Nations, from my understanding. So perhaps that's where he's coming from. I don't know. And let's not forget, South Africa is literally the only country that has ever lost in the group stages and has gone on to win the World Cup. The only country. Before 2019, no other country had ever lost in the group stages and had gone on to successfully win the World Cup. But South Africa, being the Springboks, lost in 2019, I believe it was against New Zealand in the group stages, and was the first country to be able to still win the World Cup after losing in one of the group stages. It happened again in 2023, and they were able to successfully win the World Cup. So it's not like it's a very common thing that happens. Only the Springboks have ever been able to bounce back after losing in a group stage to go in and win the World Cup. But I mean, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Those are my thoughts. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Is the World Cup easier to win than the Six Nations? I mean, I feel like ever so often, especially when we're about to do the UK tour, or the Northern Hemisphere tour, we get a lot of statements, you know, from the North, saying certain countries #1 in the world, certain country, you know, is the best team in the world. So sometimes I don't know if it's genuine, you know, or if it's just rage baiting, but I would love to hear your thoughts. Of course, we keep it respectful. What do you guys think? Is the World Cup the toughest competition? I would love to hear from you. If you have not done so already, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel quite a lot. I will see you in the next video.